Here we are, another stream, relaxing, chilling. So, first things first, I do have another channel, and in that channel we do tarot readings. It's under the Pigeon Tarot, but we started a project last night, which is going to be our own tarot cards. And so this is our first 3 cards that we created on the stream. I think they're adorable. I love showing them off, and I'm excited to see, where we go with this. So again, that's under the Pigeon Tarot, all one word, Pigeon Tarot. THE at the beginning. Just a little bit something different. All right, so funny story today. The other thing here, I was watching some videos, and someone was using Posca pencils, and I was like, I remember like wanting to play with Posca pencils before, so I went online and I wanted to see how much they cost. And then it showed that I had actually purchased them about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I bought these, never used them. So I went and found them, dug them out. So that's probably what we're going to be focusing on today. They are an oil pencil, I think. I don't know exactly. What does box say? Oil colored pencils, yes. An oil paint effect by blending the drawing line with an oil medium. Light resistant, bright colors, easy blending, soft and smooth writing experience. So we'll see, I have always kind of hated using colored pencils in the past. Let's see what we focus on. It's been a while since we've been here. This is what our last stream was. These cute little animals. Watercolor is really my favorite medium. So it's a little bit rough for me to try to move away from that. But it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. We'll see. If not, I got all my other supplies right in front of me. I'm also using this blue pencil. It's a no photo blue. I don't know if we'll use it here. I don't know. We'll kind of see. We also got our regular pencil. The only other thing is sharpening these things. And hopefully I can just do it in a normal pencil sharpener. They are a little bit thicker. I did little color swatches of them. Just because the pencils are not labeled with their colors. Why would you not do that? Like, I'm supposed to remember which one is Prussian blue and which one is fuchsia and which one is light ochre opposed to light orange, That's alright. That's just my own thing. Not that color names really matter. Because really, it's all about the look of it, right? Right. Okay. What am I going to... Okay, yes, I remember. Okay. It's been a while. I wanted to draw 2 things. One of them was... a leaf mantis. That's not it. It's a praying mantis. Maybe just a praying mantis. Yeah. Orchid mantises are really pretty. And then I also wanted to pair that with a leaf-tailed gecko, I believe is what it's called. So we'll see where that goes. I'm not trying to subscribe to anything. So let's start with the leafy-tailed gecko, because that's really what I'm like interested in. Oh, there's a specific one. Oh yes, the, the satanic leafy-tailed gecko. um, excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold or something. Let me find a picture. Is this a real thing? Oh, he's cool. He's cool. I keep seeing this fake one with wings like a dragon. That's not really what I'm looking for. He's kind of cute. Okay. So let's just get in there. The only thing I don't know about using this blue pencil is you won't be able to see it. Actually, it's not too bad. My camera quality is just kind of shit. That's alright. Expect good things to come as a birthday present. I think the thing that kind of interests me in these two things, I wanted something that had a little bit more of a sharp design. I'm so used to drawing round and cute things. And he's very heckin' sharp. Hope you don't mind the music. When I was drawing last night, I kind of realized, and I don't really use music when I'm doing work, because of my own reasons, but I kept going so quiet in concentration. So I thought maybe just having some background noise helps us a little. And then he's very much like this. They got big old eyes. I might start to make a little bit more stylized approach. I like his little spine. Really sticks out. Okay, I like him. I like where we're going here. I really I'm having such a hard time breathing. Excuse me as I may mouth breathe. That's annoying. I'm trying to get an idea. Why is this not working? Okay. Really, of what his eyeball will look like. They have really big eyes. and the tiniest little slit. And then really like some sharp eyebrow. You can't see him very well. That's all right. Let's get some color built up on him. So bear with me, as using these pencils will be a learning experience. I think I already want to go right away with that vermilion, or maybe the orange for his eye. I really don't know how well these, I know they're supposed to blend, but I don't know if you can actually like layer them. So we might want to be mindful of that. By layering, I don't really mean like layering colors, more like if I draw on top of it, is it going to blend in or is it going to make a more defined mark? I'm not good with art terms. I lost the picture that I was looking at, and it's a little bit frustrating. So I guess I want to leave, with that in mind, a little sliver for his pupil. I'm already like, oh gosh, I miss my watercolors. Oh gosh. I kind of think maybe even doing this fuchsia color underneath. So I'm probably gonna do that like really lightly, because we're gonna come back on top with like a gray or a black. So I just want to blend this purple into it. Look at me pretending like I know what I'm doing. Haha. And then the other thing we need to think about is I don't know if I'm going to be able to use ink on top of this. So typically I would outline whatever I'm drawing with my microns, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. So that's supposed to look like a leaf. Don't be afraid to experiment, guys. Using techniques that you are unfamiliar with. I do want some like red accents here. And that's just sort of my own decision. My reference doesn't have a lot of red. Okay, so I don't think I want to go with like a black, but I want to go with a, maybe this dark brown color. Maybe that's why I don't have patience for pencils. I don't have patience to build up layers. Ah. That's probably like why I like watercolors, because you're more likely to leave places blank, right? Instead of having to build up and build up and build up. Well, I guess it depends on how you're using it. I don't do many finished pieces. The biggest reason is because I do tend to get bored. That's not great. But I do get a little bit bogged down. You're looking a little rough. All right. We're going to go in with a dark gray, I think. I don't know. I still feel kind of like we need more purple accentuation. And I kind of want to do like a real thick purple outline on this eye. All right, so I have a thought here. Let's see where this leads us. All right, and then we're gonna come back with more of the brown. Ah, no, and I've lost one. It always looks worse before it gets better, right? This is not the way. I have a lot of respect for artists that do color pencils, y'all. Amazing work. Your hand must be in constant pain. Just think about that. All right. So now I kind of want to go with a gray. And I don't know how well this will blend all together. I kind of lost all the angles. Along with a pencil. I lost a pencil. All right. um, he's something. Mm. Kind of thinking about him on a mossy tree stump. And what's he called again? He is the satanic leaf-tailed gecko. So, what do we think of Posca? Rough. And maybe I would like them better with like a different paper, so it's not necessarily the pencil themselves. Except for the fact that I overall just, it's not my favorite art supply. Posca. The other thing I wanted to look at was a praying mantis. Just because of the angular vibes that that has too. One of my favorite was always the orchid praying mantis. I love those. They're so pretty. So pretty. What type is this? I don't think that would translate well. They do have praying mantises that are very much shaped like leaves themselves. Devil's flower praying mantis. That kind of goes along with the satanic leaf-tailed gecko, huh? Devil's flower? Alright. Yeah, he cool. He cool. Very interesting shape. Oh, he's so strange looking. I don't know how well I can draw this. I don't know. I like this picture, but this may be a mess. We're gonna give him the same red eyes as our friend up here. He sort of has like a, I don't know, this weird crest. Yes, this really goes down even further. He kind of taken up my whole page. I didn't really plan to make him that big. Not so versed on the anatomy of insects. So forgive me for that. All right. He does have that same kind of fuchsia in him on this wing here. And then on the edge of this wing. And then his little leggies. And this little wing here. And then he's got the red. Those red eyeballs. And this red that kind of blends up into his antenna. And then also is on the inside of this underarm. And it kind of goes up into this shoulder. Alright, now we're going to do some of the darkest green. I think this is really the darkest green that we have. So that's kind of like at the end of his little headdress here. I don't know what this thing is. I'm not going to blend too much because I want like very distinct separation of colors with this one. And then he's got a little bit of green in this one that comes out on the back side. And then his little different segments kind of have these green. So above his leggies and then the leggies themselves. And then it's kind of repeated down. And then in this part too. And then we'll go for more of a light green color, which I hope is this one. And then we'll kind of do the wings a little bit. And then a really light green color. Maybe we'll go with this fresh green. A little bit greener than he should be. Maybe we'll add some yellow. But I do feel like this is pretty good for his wings, which are kind of translucent, so we're not going to darken them too much. We're going to leave them a little bit light. Make some lines there. And then I need kind of an orangey. Maybe we'll go with this a little bit. And then we'll go probably into this pale ivory. For the rest of him. Kind of whatever other spots don't really quite add up. Okay. And then he needs a little bit more red in this part. And then on his crest here. All right. Interesting. Interesting. I don't remember what he was called. We're gonna add some I think this color. We have to come back in with the black pencil. And give him some more definition. Bugs are really complicated. I feel like if you really want a complex, they're complicated in their simplicity. They're pretty much just like 3 main parts, right? And then their little leggy legs. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because they're so different than what I am used to drawing anatomically. They seem very hard. Not that I'm any kind of anatomical expert. I think we're gonna keep going out. Maybe we'll stop right here. All right. Okay. Struggling, but we're doing something. What does a mantis's eye look like anyway? Maybe come back to that thought. I don't know. He kind of cool. He kind of cool. And what was he called? He was the devil's flower. We kind of got a theme going on now. So what's another animal that has that same kind of nomenclature? You know, devil, the Tasmanian devil. He's cute. He's not very colorful. Um, what's a devilfish? Maybe we should go the other way and go angel. Yeah, I think just because of the name of it, we're gonna go with an angelfish. That may be humor that only is funny to me, but whatever. I wonder what colors, if they have... The angelfish I see are normally like the striped ones. I used to have for a while like the calico looking ones. Angelfish are tough to take care of. They are not a hardy fish species, and I don't know how they exist. Okay, this one's real pretty. Oh heck. Is that an actual angelfish, though? The tricolor. It says tricolor koi. Come on, come on, come on. I need one that draws my attention. You know what I think? I think taking pictures of fish is just really difficult. He's cute. He's cute. He's cute. I want like a large one though. Alright, he's kind of pretty. Angelfish should be easy to draw, though. They're very, triangular. He's pretty easy, pretty simple. The biggest thing is going to be like getting his pattern. Well, that's kind of like his head, so. And it don't have to be perfect. Yeah, that's and then he's got kind of black. And then orange. So I think we'll start with his orange color. I want to define his little fins a little bit more. They're not really as solid as I make them up here. I used to love drawing fish, especially like betta fish, cories. I used to love drawing fish. I might make him a little bit more dark red near the top. He's got a little bit of orange on this and a little bit of orange going up here. And then kind of coming down more yellow into his body. And then like even more pale, so we're going into the ivory color really for the rest of his body. And his fins. Yeah. You're cute. You're cute. Then I think I want to go with this dark brown again. We'll do the dark brown and then add black. I think. And then I don't want to make his fins too dark. So we're not gonna quite make them solid. yes. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm digging it. We'll come back to that. All right. He does have little. He's cute. Okay. All right, all right. I like what we got here. think that's where we'll end it. Overall, I think we did okay with this brand new art medium. Posca pencils, oil pencils. I like it. We might do it again. I guess that's it. If you wander by my stream, thanks for checking it out. And be sure to follow if you want to chill with me again. Maybe do this tomorrow. Goodbye.